Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early. Daily discipline. Mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Sunday, let's just jump into our study group for warriors, my hardcore heads. Basically, I just go through my notes. I study every day. It's part of the program that I coach, that I mentor, that I live. If you want coaching and mentoring, go to my website, skyazrael.com. Let's just jump into it. Start at the back, I guess. We started at the front last time, start at the back. Now we've gone over some of this stuff before, but here's some tips. I'll go through this real quickly, this list. Some tips and tricks for some of you aging men out there to level up with your image, to have a little bit more of a professional image. Number one, tuck in your shirt. Tuck it in. Particularly if you're wearing a button-down shirt, tuck it in. But even your t-shirt, you can tuck it in. I've never been a big shirt tucker, but it does make you look a little bit more formal, a little bit more classy. No sportswear unless you're sporting. Always wear a watch. I'm wearing the Orient watch that my brother gave me recently. This is a nice watch. I love this watch. Always wear cologne. Have yourself a signature scent. Always wear nice shoes or boots. No skinny jeans, no tight, skinny clothing of any kind. Wear clothing that fits you. Now, you don't have to go the opposite and wear baggy clothing. Wear clothes that fit. Learn how to buy clothes in your size. If you can't and you're in between sizes, you have a weird body style, get clothes tailored. I've gotten clothes tailored before. I get all my sport coats tailored. Always tilt towards a classy casual or a formal attire when you're going out anywhere. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store or going out to dinner. I don't care what it is. You're going to work. You're just going to run some errands. I don't care what it is. Every time you step out of that house, you should be classy, casual, or formal. No bummy clothes. If you're wondering how to put yourself together, layers is how older men display their fashion. You don't go for trendy bullshit. You're not going to buy the new shoes or outfit that Kanye West is putting out there, and you're not paying attention to what's on the runways in Paris or Milan. Layer. You can think of a vintage or a classic style as something that might appeal to you, or an old money or quiet luxury style. Maybe just a preppy style. But those are all really good fashions for men that make you look good, you'll feel good. That's how bosses dress. That's how the mob guys dress. That's how billionaires dress. No hair dye. If you're going gray, let yourself go gray. Act like a boss. Act like a man with dignity. Everywhere you are, all the time. And never get inebriated. I'm not going to tell you to stop drinking. I suggest that you stop drinking, but do what you want. You have vices and you smoke, you drink, whatever. Do whatever you want. Just don't get all wasted. Let's move on. Let's stick with this theme though and talk about some more advice. Here's a little bit of more advice for men who are aging. Say if you're in your mid-30s, you're not getting any younger. You're a man now, you're no longer a kid. And it's time to give up on your youth. It's time to let all that go. To be an adult, to allow yourself to mature. Maturity is powerful. Youth is weakness. You devalue yourself by clutching to youth. Let's move on. I found this guy online. I forget what his name is. I can't remember. He's got a good channel. And he has a theory about Muslims being Satan worshipers. And I've been wondering this since October 7th. So Muslims are Satan worshipers. It's a satanic death cult. It seems to make sense to me. They believe in destruction, human sacrifice, inflicting suffering upon all their enemies. And who are their enemies? Everyone who isn't one of them. Allah, their God, is Baal, the devil. And this can be tracked. This guy lays it all out in a 2-hour video. Allah is Baal. And by the end of that video, you'll be like, huh, well, wow. They actually worship the devil. It wasn't just something that you're saying to insult them. No, they're actual devil worshipers. They actually worship the devil. The Kaaba, the stone that they follow around in a big circle, that whole thing is a satanic ritual. The Kaaba is dedicated to Baal. They have an idol worshiping ritual, a satanic idol worshiping ritual. And it's a religion of war. They're hell-bent on destruction of Jews. It's mentioned 43 times in the Quran to destroy the Jews. Christianity doesn't mention killing Muslims 43 times. The Torah doesn't mention killing Muslims 43 times. The Quran mentions killing Jews 43 times. Muhammad, their prophet, was a murderous pedophile, slave master, and a cult leader. I don't know, you decide for yourself. Look at October 7th. Only satanic, demonic, death cult worshipers would do something like that. And film it and revel in it. Did you watch the tapes? They're available online. I suggest you don't watch the tapes. I watched them. I watched the uncut tapes of October 7th of what they did. And then I watched the interrogation of Hamas, the captured Hamas, because they had these interrogation videos that they released, and I watched those. Between the two, I've been traumatized for life. I'm serious with this. I need therapy off of this. I've been traumatized for the rest of my life off of this. They're devil worshippers. Let's move on. What's your guys' opinion on the Illuminati? Shift gears a little bit, talk about the Illuminati. Wouldn't it be fun to join the Illuminati, to be part of the all-powerful group calling shots? Sounds like a lot of responsibility to me, and I'm not very social. I probably wouldn't show up to any of the meetings. But if you want to join, here's how you join. You got to find one of these groups. So the Freemasons, Bohemian Grove, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the C Street Family, or the C Street House, the Club of Rome, Skull and Bones Fraternity, or the Knights Templar, and they don't have those anymore, I don't think. I think the Knights Templar turned into the Freemasons. But they have Illuminati symbols everywhere, apparently. I was studying this a little bit. Anytime you see a pyramid, apparently that's an Illuminati symbol. And anytime you see the Eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, that's also an Illuminati symbol, and they put them both together on our dollar bill. And you see celebrities, Jay-Z and other celebrities doing this thing, where you see them doing this. Apparently that's an Illuminati symbol. The owl, Illuminati symbol. The chevron, I think that's just a V. Anytime you see a V, Illuminati symbol. Or a Chevron gas station, Illuminati gas station. Pentagrams, Baphomets, or 666, that kind of satanic imagery. They use that stuff. It's funny how atheists turn God into a monster and then destroy him to find their freedom. The image of God that an atheist has is the most childlike, twisted, immature, shallow view of God that you could possibly have. It's impossible to talk to an atheist about God, or to even listen for a few minutes to their ideas of God and why they want to destroy God. Dawkins wants to rid the world of religion. What happens if Dawkins gets his way? The atheist cult leader Dawkins. It's funny how atheists, they worship him. What happens if he gets his way? And he can snatch religion out of your hand, come into your house and burn your books, force you to never believe in it again somehow. I don't know how that would happen. He doesn't just want to get rid of it for himself. You could say, I don't believe in God, and then just kind of go do your own thing. You don't have to go to church on Sunday. Nobody's forcing you. But he wants to rid the world, which means he wants to get rid of it for you and for everyone else. And it all goes back to this twisted, shallow, ridiculous, childlike, immature version of God that atheists have misconstrued. They don't understand it, and they want to destroy it. Let's go to the next one. Some people have asked me, why did I choose to follow God? And I don't know if I'm a Christian or a Jew. I don't really know what I am. I don't really call myself anything. But I believe in God. And I'll tell you why. People have asked me why. They don't understand it. I used to be a big-time atheist, and people don't understand why I changed. I was lost. Deeply lost in the valley of the shadow of death. And the only person that came for me was God. He's the only homie that was willing to come for me. Nobody else did. Nobody in my family did. Not even my closest family members. Nobody did. None of you came for me. How dare you question my faith when none of you came for me? You didn't care what was happening to me. Many of you want the old version of me back. You want the self-destructive, evil version. The nihilistic monster. You want the angel of death back. You don't want an angel of light. That's offensive. This guy's changed. Fuck him. Fuck you back, motherfucker. None of you came for me. God came for me. I'm loyal to people who are loyal to me. And there's nothing that will break my faith. None of your mockery, none of your teasing, none of your bullshit. Oh, and I get it. People make fun of me all the time for being religious. I forgive you. That's all I can do is forgive you. Food for thought.